Shri Guru Dev ki jai. Nitil Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashata Shishmar Bhakti Vedanta Vaman Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Nitil Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashata Shishmar Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitil Pravishta Maha Bhagavat Srila Gaura Babaji Maharaj ki jai. Nitil Pravishta Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki jai. Nitil Pravishta Vaishnav Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj ki jai. Shri Rupanu Gauriya Guru Varga ki jai. Shri Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jeev Gopal Patidash Raghunath Shara Goswami Prabhu ki jai. Shri Sarup Damodar Rai Ramanandari Shri Gaur Parshad Vrinda ki jai. Nama Shila Haidas Thakur ki jai. Prem se kaho Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shri Kshetra Mandala Gaura Mandala Braja Mandala Mathura Vrindavan Dham ki jai. Sarva Abhishta Bhadata Giriraj Maharaj ki jai. Shri Radha Kunna Shama Kun ki jai. Shri Muna Devi Ganga Devi ki jai. Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi ki jai. Shri Bhakti Devi ki jai. Shri Purnamasi Yoga Maya ki jai. Shri Gopeshwar Mahadev ki jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo. That's very strange. For some reason. There. Now let's try it. There. Okay. One second. I'm just sharing my screen. Dandava Pranam Zarup Manjari Didi. All right. Let me just. Okay, so we're continuing on. I think this is the last chapter. I mean, there's a really short thing on Akadashi, but I think this is the... Pure name is Krishna. Let's make sure everything's okay. Hare Krishna, Raj Bhuvan Yadav, and Nikki. Hello, Haribo, Nikki, everybody. Okay, so the pure name is Krishna. The following is a discussion at the Devānanda Gauḍīya Maṭha in Navadvīpa Pūrṇimā Festival, March 97. I think this needs to be in square brackets. It's obvious that it's... This looks ugly, I think. Okay. Devotee. Who is Bhakti Devi, the personification of devotion? Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj. She is the Swarup Shakti Radhika. When her components combine together, the essence is called Bhakti Shakti. Vidya Vadhu Jivanam. Krishna himself, or the holy name himself, is like the husband. And who is the loved one? I think there should be a comma here. And who is the loved one? Srimati Radhika is the beloved of Shri Krishna. Bhakti is Srimati Radhika herself, and one of her Bhakti Devi. Bhakti has form and attributes. Like Shri Krishna, she is independent. She can make Radha and Krishna dance. She can manifest them in our heart, and she can also make us dance. She can engage us in the service of Shri, Radha, and Krishna. Nama Chintamani Krishnas Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Purna Shuddho Nitya Mukto Bhinatvam Nama Namino. This is from where it's not originally from Chaitanya Charitamrita. It's originally from someone else. Okay. The holy name of Krishna is transcendently blissful. It bestows all spiritual benedictions, for it is Krishna himself, the reservoir of all pleasure. Krishna's name is complete. Krishna's name is complete, and it is the form of all. It is not a material name under any condition, and is no less powerful than Krishna himself. Krishna's name is not contaminated by the material. There is no question of it being involved with Maya. Krishna's name is always spiritual. Because the name Krishna and Krishna himself are identical, his name is never conditioned by the laws of material nature. Devotee. On one hand, Shastra states that if we chant the Hare Krishna mantra in the association of non-devotees, the pure name will not manifest to us. But this verse says, Shuddho Nitya Mukto Bhinatvam Nama Namino. It's going this way. The holy name of God and God himself are perfect, complete, uncontaminated, and eternal. So when a person with anarthas and committing a holy name, is the name coming but covered by the clouds of anarthas, or is there no name at all? Does that sound weird when a person with anarthas and committing offenses? I think it's okay. It will be nama parad or nama bhas. Prabhu nama bhasa sadaya nama aparad. By one's constant chanting, all anarthas disappear from one, and Shuddhanam, the pure name, will appear there. The sadhak will then have realization of Krishna himself. Krishna will come to him at this time. And then I just need to get the reference for this. Okay. Devotee. Someone may say that when one is chanting Nama Parad or Nama Bhas, Nam, Krishna himself, who is not different from his name, is present, but Shri Narayan Goswami Maharaj. No. Devotee. But it is said that Nam, the holy name, is Purna Shuddha, always pure. Shri Narayan Goswami Maharaj. Nam is always pure, this is correct. But we have no conception of the pure name. Our level of attainment depends on how and why we are chanting or calling the holy name. If you are not pure, Nam will not come. The result of Nam Parad will be material position, reputation, welment of otherly desires. Devotee. But I have heard that a Shabas is only there due to the presence of the sun, Hanam, and it is only due to clouds, anarthas, that one cannot see the sun. Shri Narayan Goswami Maharaj. With this logic, one is the sun. Similarly, if you are a Namabhashi or a Nam Aparadhi, you may think, this is Nam, but it is not Nam, it is a cloud. In fact, it may even be darkness. Neither one is Nam Namakshara bahir hoy, bat nam nahi hoy. There's still no reference for this. Okay. So if one chants offensively, it is not nam at all. It is merely worldly syllables that sounds like the real name. Just as imitation gold is not gold, but what appears as the holy name chanted with offenses is not actually the holy name. Devotee. If one is careful not to commit offenses, can he Shuddha Nam simply by hearing the sound vibration of the holy name? Is that not sufficient? Srila Narayan Maharaj, Srila Narayan Goswami Maharaj. It is possible only if one receives the unconditional mercy of Guru or any realized devotee, Gauranga, or Shri, Radha, and Krishna. With such mercy, Shuddha Nam is easily realized. Otherwise, attaining it is very difficult. There are two kinds of mercy, the mercy of a bhakta and the mercy of Bhagavan. For us to receive the Shuddha Nam, the bhakta must be fully realized, like Narad, Shukadeva Goswami, or Shri Rupa and Sanatana Goswamis. Otherwise, by our practice alone, it is not possible to attain Shuddha Nam. The only way to attain it is to always weep and to take their shelter in the real sense. Having come to the Gaura Dham Navadvīpa, there is hope. At the same time, we will have to always hanker for Krishna to arrange that we will association of a Krishna. Then, by that association, the pure name will very easily come. There are many austerities in performing Navadvīpa Parikrama. The hot sun shines on our head, and the earth and dust are also very hot. Many devotees who usually remain in their home are not accustomed to these kinds of austerities, walking not just 1 mile, but up to 40 miles of blazing heat. They perspire, their faces turn red, their feet burn, their heads burn, and there is insufficient water. Sometimes the road is so hot that their feet blister. When Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sees that even in this stage they are performing such austerities, his heart melts and he is bound to bestow his mercy. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Shri Nityananda will say, "Oh, you have so much attachment for this dham. Surely they will give their mercy. I have seen this with my own eyes, that so hot and tired that they cannot even smile. But still they continue their parikrama, chanting Harinam Kirtan with the tea of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu on a palanquin and a party of thousands of devotees. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is bound to give his mercy by bestowing upon them Krishna prem, either in this life or in a future life. If there is Shraddha, advancement will come despite the presence of anarthas. We may have millions of anarthas. We may be committing so many offenses unknowingly as well. But if we have Shraddha, they will gradually disappear. Shraddha is of two kinds: Shuddha Shraddha, pure faith, and Lokiki Shraddha. Let's make it clear. Okay. There's Shuddha Shraddha or Paramarthik Shraddha, spiritual or transcendental faith. There should be a comma here, because Paramarthik and Shuddha Shraddha are the same thing. There's Shuddha Shraddha or and it's not Paramarthik, I don't think. I have to look that up. Okay, sorry guys. There's Shuddha Shraddha or Paramarthik Shraddha, and there's an abhas, semblance of that. Abhas is a pratibhimba abhas, reflection, and a shadow. Pratibhimba abhas is not good. Chaya abhas is somewhat better. What is Shuddha Shraddha? It is the full faith, serving Shri Krishna, doing parikrama, chanting the holy name, and serving Gurudev and the Vaishnavas. One's life will surely be successful, and the progress of one with deep Shraddha will not be hinders, but that Shraddha must be pure. If we do parikrama to fulfill a worldly desire, that Shraddha is pure. What is the symptom of Paramarthik Shraddha? One will think, I may be cut to pieces, but I will never give up chanting the holy name or performing devotional activities. Never. On one hand, we have heard that Namabhas and Namaparad are Namakshar, are syllables, and this is supported by this verse. Atash namadi na bhaver grahyam indriyai sevan mukhe jivadho swayam eva spuratidha. It's Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1-2-234. Understand the transcendental nature of the name, form, quality, and pastimes of Shri Krishna through his materially contaminated senses. Only when one becomes spiritually saturated by transcendental service to the Lord are the transcendental form, quality, and pastimes of the Lord revealed to him. This verse says that the material tongue and senses cannot touch the holy name. But on the other hand, there is the verse which this devotee is asking about. Making it sound like it's a different verse. I wonder if there should be the verse previous something. I don't know. Whatever. Nama Chintamani Krishnas Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Purna Shuddha Nitya Mukto Bhinnatvam Nama Namino. I think there should be Krishnash because it comes before Cha. Namani Krishnash. Pretty sure. Chachayo Sha Ramaha. Anyways. Yep, see, there's a thing there. Okay. Okay. The name is Purna Shuddha. It is always pure. Some people say that when persons perform Harinam, Nam is present even if the chanters are Mayavadis who chant Nam Aparad. That a cloud of anarthas or aparads obscures pure Nam, and therefore respect should be given to Nam, but one should be in that Mayavadi association and receive its poisonous effects. The name is present wherever chanting, so if the desire to chant, Nam will appear on his tongue, even though there is some aparad or anartha. Is that what it is? Should have agreed it. No. If someone is chanting with aparads or anartha, Krishna does. Oh, that person was asking a long question. God. Okay. No, if someone is chanting with aparads or anarthas, Krishna does that person. Shuddha Nam is Krishna himself. Abhinatvam Nam Namino. Krishna's name and Krishna himself are not separate. Shuddha Sakam descends from Goloka Vraj into our hearts when our hearts are free from anarthas and aparads. More specifically, Shuddha Sattva always resides in the hearts of the associates of Krishna. From their hearts, it comes into our hearts. Shuddha Sattva is the essence of Hladini and Samvit combined, and Shuddha Nam appears with the scent of Shuddha Sattva into our hearts. Only at that time will the holy name and the possessor of the holy name be perceived as one and the same. There are two stages prior to Shuddha Nam, which are Nam Abhas and Nam Aparad. Nam Aparad Nam Aparad is not Nam, but Namakshar, simply mundane syllables that sounds like the Nam. Oh, but it's simply Namakshar. It's simply mundane like Nam. Anyhow. I don't know about this. It occurs or appears when the chanter has some shraddha, but his heart is still full of anarthas. Regarding Namabhas, as described in Jaiva Dharma by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Harinam Chintamani by Srila Haris Thakur, there are two types. These two types are Pratibimba Namabhas and Chaya Namabhas. Actually, I will take out. It doesn't matter. I'll go back to that. How do I erase? Yeah, it doesn't have actually there. Okay. Sorry. Oops. What the heck? Sorry, guys. Where was I? Okay. The real name is not present. No. Oh, God dang it. What the heck? I have sets. Sorry, I went way too far. Okay. First, try to understand Pratibimba Namabhas. The sun is present in the sky. It is millions of miles earth, but its reflection is seen in a pot. Similarly, the real holy name is situated millions of miles away. It's situated millions of miles away. What we experience is only a reflection, a pratibimba, and that reflection is not the same as the pure name. Devotee. So, if Namabhas is, then where is Shuddhanam? Harinam Chintakli by Shri Haridas Thakur. I mean, I'm gonna just make thing there. I mean, I guess Haridas Thakur is the speaker, but Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is the author. Okay. Srila Narayan Goswami Maharaj. Nam is Shuddha Chitta Surya. It is in the heart of pure devotees in Goloka Vrindavan. There, the reflection is coming. Sometimes, third-class devotees, Kanishta Adhikaris, mistake this pratibimba to be Krishna, but it is not. The reflection of the sun is not the sun itself, and pratibimba is not Shuddhanam. Mayavadis and others like them also chant Nam. They see that the Shuddha Bhaktas are chanting and receiving great honor, so they think, we should all chant like this, and then mukti and personal liberation will be easily available. They do not acknowledge the form or attributes of Krishna or any of his manifestations. Rather, they think that they can chant Kalpa, an imaginary name with imaginary attributes. And ultimately, they will realize the qualityless Pratibimba Nam Abhas. The real name is not present. The second type of Namabhas is Chaya Namabhas, shadow Namabhas. Please deeply hear this analogy in the final hour of the night at 4 to 5 a.m. The darkness in the eastern direction begins to decrease. Neither the sun nor its rays have risen, and there is yet no light. But there is a mild dissipation of darkness. This is the abhas of the sun, which will soon rise. The sun itself will not rise immediately. That will take 1 hour. We are, which is still not the sun. We are just about to see the sun, but we have not seen it yet. This is Chaya Namabhas. It is near to seeing the sun and the reflection, but it is not the sun. Chaya Namabhas can give mukti and wealth. It can also give dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. It can also give, sometimes they use the Oxford comma, sometimes they don't. It can also give the path to Vaikuntha, as shown in the example of Ajna, but it cannot give Krishna prem. In the lower part of the Vaikuntha region, there is the impersonal realm called Brahmalok, where one gets Sayujya Mukti, annihilation of the self. There are also four higher kinds of liberation. So, to have the same bodily features of the Lord as the Lord, Samipya, to associate with the Lord, Salokya, to live on the same planet as the Lord, and Sarshti, to have opulence equal to that of the Lord. All these four are available by chanting Chaya Namapas. This is because those who chant Pas have faith that Krishna has form, attributes, and by continually chanting even Chaya Namapas and not committing aparad, the name will come quickly. Chaya Namapas itself is also not the real name. When not part of the sun is visible, but one can clearly see some dim glimmer of light, this is called abhas. So in both stages of namabhas, pratibimba and chaya, the sun cannot be seen. The pure name is not there. Namabhas, this type of namabhas, type of namabhas a person chants depends on his shraddha. One's shraddha is pratibimba shraddhabhas. His chanting of nam will be pratibimba namabhas. Will give him the results of his mayavad conception. If one shraddha is chaya dhabhas, then his chanting of nam will be chaya namabhas. The name by one who receives very high class sadhu sangha will one day turn into the pure name. Hour after Brahma Muhurta, if there are no clouds in the sky, or in other words, no namaparad, the sun will automatically be seen. Sorry guys, I'm just making corrections. In Shuddhanam, there's are aparads. Because the sun is practically unlimited, it is not possible for it to be covered by clouds. Rather, the clouds and fog cover our eyes. In the same way, anarthas and aparads cover the soul's shraddha, so much so that even if he chants for millions of births, he will not attain. Koti koti janme kore jadi shravan kirtan. Tabuto, let me get space here. Tabuto napai Krishna dhan. I think it's a long, but I need to check. If one commits, and then there should be a verse reference. Due to the presence of clouds, the sun will not be seen. When we see the abhas of light, not the rays of the sun, an abhas or reflection of the rays, during Brahma Muhurta, we know that soon the sun will rise. This is called Chaya Abhas. Again, Pratibimba Abhas is when there is neither the presence of direct sun, nor is there any ray. There's only this reflection. In the same way, there is no real Krishna Nam. See, that's how changing everything like that. Chaya Abhas just makes it easier for people. How does Pratibimba come about? Why would one chant Pratibimba? Srila Narayana Goswami Maharaj. This occurs when one has no sadhu sangha or guru. Even if he has a bona fide guru, he may have not had the sangha of that guru. Or if he has a third-class bogus guru who has no real knowledge, the disciple will not be able to receive Shuddham, nor will he be able to have all the siddhantas clearly explained. Such a chanter can only do Pratibimba Namabhas. Devotee. Someone may say that Krishna is absolute, so his reflection, which is also him, is also absolute. Srila Narayana Goswami Maharaj. Yes, just as the sun is also its sunlight, but at night we do not perceive the sun. In the morning, light is seen coming from the sun's rays. The sun is always giving light, but at night it is not seen. Similarly, Shri Krishna is absolute, but our anarthas, aparads, and ignorance, which are like clouds, fog, and night, block our vision like a wall. Devotee. But not Srila Narayan Goswami Maharaj. That is true, but our Nam is not Nam, although we may. I gave 2 examples. My God, this devotee is mental. Devotee, we cannot say that we chant impure Nam. Nam, it is my heart which is not pure. My God, this devotee will just not stop. Srila Narayan Goswami. When we take Nam Aparad and Nam Abhas as the name, it's like pointing into the air, saying, this light is the sun. What is it really? The sun may be absolute. It may be present in the sky, but what we are pointing to is not the sun. Devotee. Even if one is chanting millions of holy names, is it only through the mercy of Guru that we can have pure? Srila Gurudev. It is by the mercy of Shuddha Bhakta, our devotee. What you are telling, what you are understanding is the holy name. That Nam is not the holy name. A light bulb is not the sun. No superior sadhu sangha, whose hearts are not pure, who have not received the mercy of Shri Krishna, and who do not have the help of a guru, will not be able to chant this pure name. It is only the words from a dictionary. Nam is present. Wait, there's a footnote here. Our acharyas like Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Srila Narottam Das Thakur, and others petition the Lord for his mercy in their prayers by the holy name. For example, in the song Jeev Jago, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur writes, Thakur fell at the lotus feet of Gauranga, and after begging for the holy name, he received that Mahamantra. And the song Emona Dur, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur prays, O Lord, I am falling at the soles of your feet, weeping and weeping for the holy name. That footnote confused me. What does that have to do with this? What? I don't understand it at all. Okay, like I don't understand. Nam is present. Anyways. When Nam illuminates himself in our heart, then it is understood that Krishna has come. Then we will not be able to check our tongue or our minds from chanting continuously, automatically, day and night, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did. At that time, it may be said that we are chanting the pure holy name. Gurudev, at that time, does one see Shri Krishna? Srila Gurudev. One Shuddha Krishna Nam will give prem. Then we can see him. Oh, and we can see him. Devotee. When we chant pure Nam, will Shri Krishna appear? Srila Gurudev. We cannot make Shri Krishna our chanting endeavor. Krishna himself will appear on our tongue and dance there when we chant Shuddha Nam. With faith, we should try to chant at least Namabhas. Those who do not read the books of our Gaudiya Vaishnavacharyas like Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur will not understand this vividly. If disciples are only crying, Guru, 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 they will not understand this principle. If one thinks he should only know his own Guru, and that there is no need to know Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, our Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj. Really, Gurudev doesn't say Goswami Maharaj? I don't know. I'll check. That should be checked. Srila Vishwanath Thakur, Srila Rupa Goswami, Srila Sanatana Goswami, in order to know Krishna. This is offensive thinking. Devotee. One must weep for the mercy of Guru and Vaishnavas in order to be able to chant the pure name. But as conditioned souls, proud and full of anarthas and ups, how do we develop a mood of weeping for the mercy of the Lord? Srila Gurudev. By always serving, by always serving Guru, Shuddha Vaishnavas, and Shuddha Nam, and engaging in devotional practices, in no time pure devotee. Do not give time for anarthas and aparads. In other words, we should be so engaged that we do not have time to dwell on anarthas and aparads, nor should we have time to involve ourselves in committing new sins. With a mood of service to Shri Guru, Shri Krishna, and the Vaishnavas, and with an understanding that Krishna's name is Krishna himself, one should serve them by chanting day and night. If we serve and hear from those chanting Shuddhanam, our chanting of Namabhas will go away, and the pure name will appear for us. Jai Ho. So, all that's left is this very short article, Akadashi. I wanted to read it before, but my internet stopped working. And then it's just the Radhika Kataksha Stavaraj and Nandanashtakam. And then it's over. That's it, into the book. Yeah. Oh, and then there's this little, okay. So we'll just, I guess we'll have one more day of reading, and then we'll be complete. We'll complete this. But it's going to be a short day of reading. All right. Thank you for joining me. Today was a little bit more choppy because there's so many things I had to correct. Dandava pranams Ganga Didi and Madhavi Didi. Prajumna Prabhu Mantra Murti Mataji Haribo. Right, no problem. Rup Manjari Didi. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Prajumna Prabhu, we will sing at tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the last day. We can, because it's such a short article, because I'm having a hard time talking. Because it's such a short chapter, we could probably read that and read something, and we can sing that after come. So yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. Guru Gauranga Gandharvika Giridhari Shri Radha Vinod Bihari Ju Ki Jai, Shri Govinda Gopinath Madan Mohan Ju Ki Jai, Nitil Vishnu Vishnupad, Ashtara Shata Shishimar Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj Shri Gurudev Ki, Nitil Vishnu Vishnupad, Ashtara Shata Shishimar Bhakti Vedanta Vaman Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai, Nitil Vishnupad, Ashtara Shata Shishimar Bhakti Vedanta Prabhupada Ki Jai, Nitil Vishnu Vishnupad, Ashtara Shata Shishimar Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj, Nitil Vishnu Vishnupad, Ashtara Shata Shishimar Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada Ki Jai, Vishnu Bhagavat Srila Gaurkshara Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai, Nitil Vishnu Shachid Ananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai, Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai, Anandati sorry, my mind went somewhere else for a second. Shri Rupa Gauḍīya Guru Varga Ki Jai, Shri Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Jeev Gopal Bhatta Das Raghunath Prabhu Ki Jai, Shri Swarup Damodar Rai Ramanandari Shri Gaura Parshad Vrinda Ki Jai, नाम जय श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिव श्री गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री क्षेत्र मंडल गौर मंडल वृंदावन धाम की जय। सर्व अभिष्ट महाराज की जय। श्री कुंद श्याम कुंद की जय। श्री मुन देवी गंगा देवी की जय। श्री तुलसी माँ की जय। श्री भक्ति देवी की जय। श्री पूर्णसी योग माया की जय। श्री गोपेश्वर महादेव की जय। श्री नाम संकीर्तन की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। समागत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। वृंदाय तुलसी देवाय प्रियाय केशवाय कृष्ण भक्ति प्रददेवी सत्यवताय नमः। वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. Dandava pranam to everybody. So tomorrow we're gonna read. We'll have one last reading day for this book, and then we will begin the 9th canto. Hari Bol, Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Really excited to start again. It's been a long gap, very long gap, and so yeah, we'll do the 9th canto, and then the 10th canto. That's going to be really exciting, the 10th canto. And for the 10th, anyways, I'm talking about, I don't know how long it will take us to finish the canto. I'm guessing like a month and a half. It's just my guess. I have to make up all the reading days, divide it up so that, and yeah, and then the 10th canto, I want to go through Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's commentary. We'll go through Srila Prabhupada's commentary up to chapter 13, and then we'll go through Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's thing. Right. Dandavat comes everybody. See you all tomorrow. Jai Shri Radhe.